What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV, your number one variety channel here on YouTube. I am Poetry. You are here to talk about the November 4th, 2025 tsunami that just hit America. There was a series of blue waves that just came across the whole nation. Democrats ruled in several different elections nationwide, and even some of our ballot measures were passed through. Yesterday was election night, and even though some of the numbers are still coming in, most of those races have already been called. Why is this happening? Because America, the citizens, the ones who are still fighting for rights, fighting for liberties, fighting for our democracy, we are fed the fuck up. Okay, let's kick it off. I'm just about to run down a list of all the different elections that I can recall, all the ones that I've already collected information on, just to let you know what happened in these citywide elections and why people are waking up ecstatic today. Okay, ecstatic. I'm going to start off first with where I live because it's so unprecedented for in Orlando for this to have happened. So in the city of Orlando, which is where I live, you know, Florida is typically a blue state, although Orlando is normally blue itself. Anyway, districts 1 and 5 have taken those seats. We got Democrats riding out those seats right there, right? District 3, they're going to have a runoff because they didn't have a 50% majority. And the city of Orlando just removed the last Republican seat in city council. They elected a new commissioner, Tom King. Do your shit. Do your shit, Orlando. Do your shit, Orlando. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to start off with probably some, I don't know. Let's go with the school boards in Buck County, Pennsylvania. This is supposed to be a hot county. It was home of one of the swing votes, you know, where they helped determine what the election was going to be. Buck County, Pennsylvania. The Democrats in Buck County just defeated every single Republican seated on multiple school boards countywide. Every Republican. There is no Republican representation in the school board system in Buck County. Oh my God, the relief that a lot of these schools are about to feel when they are not sitting there with knees in their neck, trying to get things passed for their students, trying to get budgets funded, things of that nature. Now we have the Dems in place, and y'all motherfuckers better show up and show the fuck out. Okay? Don't let there be a reason for you to be replaced the next fucking election. Okay. In Atlanta, Georgia, Democrat Andre Dickens just won re-election for the city of Atlanta. If y'all been following my channel for a while, y'all will know that Andre Dickens just recently put up a measure to block people from being evicted from their homes during this government shutdown. In addition, he will not allow their water to be cut off, and he's also making provisions for SNAP benefits for the citizens of Atlanta. Congratulations, Democrat Andre Dickens. Moving on to Boston. Democrat Michelle Wu, yes ma'am, just won re-election for mayor for the city of Boston. I got nothing but good things to say about Michelle. I was excited when she won the primary, child. In the city of Cincinnati, you know, the places where they supposed to be eating cats and dogs. Anyway, Musty MAGA and brother of J.D. Vance got demolished in the mayoral race in Cincinnati by Democrat Aftab Perival. Well, make sure I got his name right. Perival. I love how the media kept on trying to say how this is J.D. Vance's half brother, half my ass. You know, as black people, we don't do half. We don't do steps. You my sister, you my brother, what have you, what have you, what have you. But anywho, y'all, they kept on trying to sell us on this as his half brother. They got the same motherfucking blood in their veins. They got the same motherfucking hate in their soul. And they got the same name by birth. Did I say that word right? Birth. My tooth is falling out. Anywho, child, Corey Bowman just got creamed by Aftab Perival. Get the fuck out of here with that half brother shit. just got careened, wiped off the face of the earth. And he is not going to be the mayor of Cincinnati. We're going to give that off top. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Democrat Corey O'Connor just flipped the seat to blue by winning the mayoral race. Okay. Detroit, baby, what up, though? Detroit elects their first Black woman mayor, Mary Sheffield. She's currently the 5th district city council member. So, but for her district, Renata Miller, you know, she had little issues of her own, but Renata Miller just took out the police commissioner and won that vacant seat for District 5. We also have Denzel McCampbell, who won the Democratic seat for District 7. Now, although those races are unofficial at this particular time, it's predicted they gonna win. Looking at the numbers, ain't no way that they should be able to lose, okay? Moving on to Syracuse, New York. Democrat Sharon Owens wins 55th mayor of Syracuse. And yes, Sharon Owens is a sister. Matter of fact, can I go back? Renata Miller is a Black woman. Mary Sheffield is a Black woman. Sharon Owens is a Black woman. Okay, we got Aftab Parival is an Indian man. Michelle Wu is an Asian woman. Andre Dickens is a Black male. Let me go ahead and just put the shit out there. Let me go ahead and put it out there. Okay, so moving on to Wyandotte, Kansas. Wyandotte, I think that's how you pronounce it. If it's not Wyandotte or Wyandotte, it's one of those. It's a county. Kansas City, Kansas elects Democrat, a Black woman, Crystal Watson, as the first Black woman to serve as mayor and the first woman to serve as mayor in the last 20 years. Come through, Kansas. Come through. Albany, New York, baby. They also elect their first Black person ever to be voted in as a mayor. Democrat Dorsey Apliers. She is a public health professional. She is, again, a Black woman and currently is the first ward councilman and previous city auditor. You going through, girl. Come on through, Dorsey. In Virginia, we elect the first Black attorney general, Democrat Jay Jones. Now, there was a little texting scandal that was put out about Jay Jones that they was trying to thwart the votes. Jay Jones had some text back messages a few years ago, I want to say 2019, about the then House Speaker for the Virginia House of Representatives, Todd Gilbert. In a text exchange he had with a Republican House member, he has stated that there should be 2 to the dome to Todd Gilbert with his racist MAGA ass. Okay, evidently the people of Virginia didn't give a fuck, or they felt the same way too, because Jay Jones got elected in by a large margin, honey, a large margin. Moving on to one of the hottest contested races in the all of United States of America, the New York City mayoral race. Democrat Socialist Zoran Mondami eviscerates Andrew Cuomo again, because he beat him in the primaries already once. Okay. And he is now officially the new mayor of New York City. Come on to New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. In New York, baby. Andrew Sleewa, he lost to, what is his name? Eric Sleewa. Yeah, he lost to, he only had 7% of the vote, so nobody thought he had a chance anyway. All right, moving on. New Jersey, former U.S. Navy helicopter pilot and 11th District U.S. Representative Mickey Sherrill becomes the first woman to take the governor seat in New Jersey. Yes, she is a Caucasian woman, but she's a Caucasian woman that stands for rights, liberties, freedom, and justice for all. Way to go, Mickey. Virginia, come on through, Virginia. Abigail Spanberger, who I just started calling Abby. I don't even know if she liked that nickname. But anyway, she wins in a landslide for the race of governor of Virginia. Her, too, is the first female to ever hold that position. She kicked the shit out of the Black Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Earl Sears. She kicked her ass right on out the door. Winsome don't even hold the seat as lieutenant governor no more because we got the first Muslim, Ghazala Hashimi. I always add an extra I, Hashmi. I want to get your name right, sis. Ghazala Hashmi just won the lieutenant governor spot and becoming the first Muslim woman to ever hold a statewide office. Ever. Okay. Matter of fact, Virginia showed up and showed their ass, baby. Virginia showed up and showed their ass. They flipped 11 seats in the Virginia House of Representatives. Come through, and come through stronger. Because I got one more thing about Virginia this a little bit later. Back to Georgia, the Democrats win the Public Service Commissioner seats. Alicia Johnson and Peter Hubbard, a black woman and a white male. They both won the Public Service Commissioners, both Democrats. They are the first Democrats to win an elected seat in that department in the last 20 years. Okay. And Kelsey Bond coming through for Georgia also takes District 2 of Atlanta City Council, a Caucasian woman who also out here doing her damn thing, See, we show you that the Democrats, the independents, the progressives, we can be diverse. Okay? We have diversity amongst us. We represent America and what America really looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Okay? Let's go down to some unfamiliar place to some. Georgetown, South Carolina. Y'all didn't even know they was having issues, did you? Georgetown, South Carolina just flipped the Georgetown City Council seat to blue, baby, by electing Sharon Melton, a black woman, to fill that seat. Come on now. Come through. Remember I talked about Pennsylvania and how they was voting on whether or not they could hold on to that Democratic majority in the Supreme Court? Well, they did. Pennsylvania holds the 5-2 Democratic majority in the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, holding it down. Prop 50. Okay? Prop 50 in California by a significant margin, was voted in. Yes. Across the boards. And as I'm going back to Cali, as I'm going back to Cali, I am very proud to know that every freaking city that I had vetted for my place to move back to on the West Coast crushed the votes by over 50%. It does my heart proud to know that I will finally be living in a Democratic city. Okay? Does my heart proud. So let me go back to Virginia because I didn't even know this was going on in Virginia. Virginia also passed the vote for their congressional map as well. So not only is California helping to ward off the evilness of the GOP gerrymandering, Virginia stepped up and the citizens stood up and said, not us, not today. Okay. And they voted to get the Democratic congressional map through as well. Come through, Virginia. 2 up, 2 down. Is that how y'all do it? That's how y'all do it. Colorado. Okay. Remember in my video the other day, I talked about what to vote for, who to vote for, and I said that Colorado was looking at a measure to for wage earners over $300,000 to have their taxes adjusted. The way that they were wording it in the news to try to scare people off was they was going to increase the taxes on Colorado citizens earning over $300,000. That wasn't the deal. They were going to reduce the state tax deduction, so their tax percentage amount was going to stay the same. If they were being taxed at 1%, they was going to stay being taxed at 1%. What was going to happen is their state deduction, that's the part that was going to decrease. And Colorado, what do y'all call Coloradans? What are Coloradans called? What do y'all call? Colorado citizens, shit. Y'all overwhelmingly voted to reduce the tax deduction for wage earners over $300,000. What does that do? It funds free meals for the students. Child, I got a little bit too excited or something and knocked everything down. I knocked everything down. Whew, okay, so I'm gonna have to edit that part out because it was a mess. Y'all, it was a mess. Anywho, child. So Colorado, they voted to reduce the state tax deduction for wage earners who earn over $300,000. And what that do is going to fund the feed the students or feed the free meal program in the school system. And it also was going to donate or give some funds to the SNAP recipients. It's over $95 million in revenue that is being earned by reducing that state tax deduction. Again, they are not having their income taxes increase. The rate is not increasing. It's the amount of deduction that they qualify for. Shout out to Colorado. Okay, let me calm down just a little bit. The blue wave hit my ass and knocked over my camera and all that shit. Let me... I'm gonna watch it back to see if there's something I need to edit out. I'm just gonna leave it in there. Maybe you know me how I am. Okay, so anywho, Maine. This is a state that I rarely hear talked about at all. The state of Maine just elected Democrat Jordan Wood. Okay, Jordan Wood is a white male who just put the senior Susan Collins to bed before the U.S. Senate seat. He has taken that U.S. Senate seat. He flipped that seat blue, baby. Yes, he did. And thank you for the state of Maine for standing up and rejecting question 1. Question 1 was, again, forcing voter suppression among the people. The measure would have required IDs to be shown. It would have reduced the ability for people to request absentee ballots, and it would limit the amount of time to do mail-in voting. Okay? The district said hell to the no, because this is not only going to affect the who people see as the marginalized folks, black and brown folks. This is also going to affect our rural peoples, our rural citizens. They're the ones that's going to have the hardest time getting out there to vote if you put these restrictions on. So they said no. Shout out to Maine for saying no to that shit. Seattle, Washington. Erica Evans defeats Ann Davison in the city of Seattle's attorney race. How did I just say that? The city of Seattle's attorney race. Child. And the news just keeps on coming in. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, just like in a gleeful state of being. I even put on my blue so I could be part of the blue wave. Y'all know I'm an independent, but I put on part of the blue so people be part of the blue. I look good in this blue. This is my favorite color, blue, child. I look good in this blue. Okay, the blue wave has hit us. You know what I'm saying? And even though I can't swim, I am wading in the waters, baby. I am wading in the waters, okay? Just to give y'all some numbers, In New York City, over 2 million people came out to vote. That is the highest number of people that have voted in any election, including the president, since the year of 1969. In the city of Los Angeles, over 2 million people showed up to vote. 1.4 million of them voted yes for Proposition 50. They weren't even voting on a person. They were only voting on the measure. And over 2 million people just in that city alone showed up to vote. It does my fucking heart proud. I've been sitting here years telling y'all left and right, get y'all ass out and vote. Vote in these local elections, vote in these midterms, vote for these measures, vote for these judges, vote. We've been shoving it down y'all damn throats, and y'all showed up and showed out. I'm proud. I don't know if you can even wipe this smile off my face today, child. I'm proud. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all still get y'all other bonus video because this wasn't supposed to be the video for today. Yeah, I'm on the road to 5K. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this video. I am on the road to 5K. If you're still here and you watch to the end of this video, why not subscribe? This is a variety channel. You may get political news. You may get TV shows. You give me movie reviews. You may get a little bit about my life. But subscribe and see what you like around this channel. Appreciate you being here. Peace.